Welcome to the podcast. Today we're diving deep into the transformative world of software development tools, particularly focusing on an amazing platform called GitHub. Now, I know what you might be thinking. GitHub? Isn't that just for coders? Well, it's much more than that, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. Let's start with GitHub Copilot. Imagine having an AI buddy that's not just sitting on the sidelines, but actively helping you write code. That's what Copilot does. It's like having a super-powered suggestion box at your fingertips, giving you real-time code suggestions and improving your coding workflow. I mean, how cool is that? Think of it as a digital assistant that knows the ins and outs of coding. Have you ever found yourself staring at a blank screen, not knowing what to write next? Copilot can help kickstart your ideas, and that can really open doors for both new and experienced developers. What's particularly exciting is how it evolves. It learns from millions of lines of code, which means it gets smarter the more it's used. So you're not just getting a simple tool, you're tapping into a learning machine. It's like a chef who refines their skills over time while cooking various recipes. You start with the basics, but each dish teaches you something new. Now let's touch on security, because we all want to keep our code safe, right? GitHub offers tools to find and fix vulnerabilities before they become a problem. Imagine you're working on a project, and suddenly a potential security threat pops up in your code. GitHub's security features act like an alert system, notifying you so you can tackle issues head-on, rather than waiting for problems to arise. It's kind of like having a home security system for your code. Moving on to something equally fascinating, GitHub Actions. These are automated workflows that can simplify repetitive tasks. Think about that tedious, repetitive part of coding where you feel like a robot. With Actions, you can automate things like testing your code or deploying it to live servers without lifting a finger. Just picture this. You write your code and then sit back while GitHub does the heavy lifting. It's efficiency at its best. And let's not forget about code spaces. Ever wish you could jump into coding right from your browser without having to set up your environment every time? That's where Code Spaces comes in. It's like having a ready-to-use coding room wherever you are. No more long setup times. You just log in and boom, you're ready to go. It's fantastic for collaboration, especially when working with a team spread across the globe. Now, for those of you who thrive on interaction, GitHub also offers discussions, a space to engage with the community without being trapped in code. It's like a coffee shop where developers can gather to share ideas, ask questions, and discuss best practices. Imagine walking into a cafe where everyone knows your name and everyone's eager to help you with your coding queries. That's the vibe of GitHub discussions. Before we wrap up, I'm curious. What do you think is the biggest challenge you face in coding? Is it finding the right resources, collaborating with others, or maybe even battle fatigue from staring at the screen? Each of these tools, Copilot, Actions, Code Spaces, and Discussions, can help mitigate those challenges in different ways. So, as we sign off today, remember this. GitHub isn't just a tool, it's a community and an ecosystem designed to help you thrive as a developer. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned pro, there's something valuable waiting for you. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to check out these features on GitHub. Who knows, it might just transform the way you code. Until next time, keep coding and keep exploring.